Don't do that.
All right, is my red light blinking?
Not yet, not yet.
Yes. All right, I'm filming.
All right.
Synchronize the sound. There we go.
30 seconds.
All right, 30 seconds.
Look at Kurt inching ahead there.
Give us a 10 countdown, Taylor.
Yeah.
All right. Be careful, Kurt. Come on. My old knees. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Good luck, Sean. Thank you. See you later.
All right. I'm deviating from my planned route just a bit because these guys got a little bit ahead of me. I figured I would keep up with the bikes for a little while. I want to get over to Stewart Street, so maybe I'll take a left here. They've cruised through that red light. Oof, some bumps. Nasty. All right. Well, would have been nice to get through there. I can turn left once there's no traffic. All right, we're clear all the way across. Let's get over to Stewart Street. Oh boy. Virginia. Hey, a Chevy Bolt. Aren't you cool? All right, all right. Gotta wait behind these guys. Crosswalk clear and, whoop, not quite.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, that was weird. Downtown Seattle. Gotta love it. All right, I'm gonna head for the bike lane on 2nd Avenue here. I'm gonna wanna get over when I can to the left. It's probably gonna be a bit. Got a few blocks, a couple of blocks here to make it over. All right. All right, here comes 2nd Avenue on this. So I'm gonna start getting over if I can. A little bit sketchy through these cars. All right, we got a clearance. Let me get over. Thank you. All right, let's get in the bike lane. There we go. All right, those guys probably made it here way before me, assuming they even decided to take this route. All right, let's check what I'm doing here. All right, I'm gonna look for Columbia Street. Got my paper directions. All right. If I recall correctly, the lights are timed pretty well heading southbound here on 2nd in this bike lane. As I approach this next one, the light is already green. Just gotta watch out for these bumps and the cross traffic. Not the most ideal bike lane, with all these driveways crossing it, but it's better than going down first. Yeah, case in point. That might make us miss the next light. Let's see. Nope, we're still good. On these left turn streets though, you gotta watch for cars clipping you from the right. Let's count how many scooter riders we see without helmets. There was one. All right, I only missed this one. Step off the bike for a sec. Seattle Art Museum. Oh, there's really not much traffic here today. I think the last time I was downtown, this building here didn't exist. Yeah, 2 and U. Look at that, it's done. Wow. I'm doing my ride today on the Onewheel Plus, which is the 2017 model of the Onewheel. The Onewheel Plus has a stated range of 5 to 7 miles, which is not enough for this ride. I'll be going about 7 miles today. And no way could I make the maximum range while also going up all these hills that it's going to take to get to West Seattle. Which is why I've got an extended battery. My extended battery, I think I can go something close to almost 20 miles on a charge, which is obviously more than enough. I've done a test run of this route. I was able to make it no problem. So I know that the range is completely fine. The newer model Onewheels, which is the Onewheel Pint and the Onewheel XR, both go further than the Onewheel Plus. The Onewheel Plus, 5 to 7 miles. The Pint, I think, is 6 to 9 miles, even though it's a smaller board. And it's definitely more maneuverable than the Plus or the XR. However, the XR, which is the full-size current gen, has a range of something like 12 to 14 miles, which would have been enough for my ride. But $1,700 for the new Onewheel. Obviously, I'm not going to spend that just for a little more range. I did, however, spend it was about $160 for the kit, and then the battery that I'm using is actually a power tool battery called the Ego. The letter E, that's the letter E, and Go. They make a line of power tools. Leaf blower, lawnmower, weed whacker, that kind of thing. And this kit that I have, if you can see it on there, cable is coming out. I just tapped it into the battery leads. And the Ego battery is in my backpack. And it's got a custom plug with this kit that just slots right into the Ego battery. It's a 5 amp hour battery, gives me an extra 12 to 15 miles of range on top of the 5 to 7 mile base range of my model. So it's a much more economical solution than buying a new Onewheel. All right, so we're up to Columbia Street here, and I'm gonna need to turn down this hill. So I'm gonna cross here and then just wait at the crosswalk. plan is to head down Columbia, and then that should take me all the way down to the water, basically. And from there, I'm on the path next to Alaskan Way. There goes one of our other competitors. Well, I'm ahead of at least somebody. At least I was until I stopped at this light. Let's get off the wheel. One thing I really like about the Onewheel compared to other electric skateboards, which this isn't really technically a skateboard, but same basic class of device, is that the Onewheel can take pretty much every hill I've tried it on. And there are some really gnarly hills here in downtown Seattle. And I can go up or down safely on the Onewheel. It's pretty great. Even some electric bicycles that I have struggle on some of these hills, making it up, but the Onewheel has no issue. Well, I wouldn't say it has no issue. It can make it up the steepest hills. You're gonna go slow. And if it's too steep, you have to switch modes to what's called elevated mode. It's got an app. You can control the mode of the board, limit the speed, but the elevated mode is great for going up really steep hills because it actually changes the angle profile a little bit. How you need to tip the board in order to go forward. All right. Oh, this road is bumpy. Okay, well, that wasn't much of a hill. We're basically down to the water now. It's flat from here on over. All right. I wonder how far ahead of me the bikes are. I imagine, even if he's gotten ahead of me, that I will catch up to the pedal power bike. However, I do not expect to catch up to Kurt on the Van Moof electric bike. So he's not going to get slowed down going up that hill into West Seattle like the pedal power bike is. All right, everything's under pretty heavy construction down here. 10 seconds. It's nice to step off the board. Your feet do get a little tired standing. You use a lot of the muscles in your feet to kind of maintain balance on this thing. And for longer rides, it can certainly get tiring, especially if you're not used to it. Okay. And from here on out, I don't know, we shouldn't have very many more stops. All right, the roadway is not in great condition around here, but it's tolerable. Pardon me. Todd is hot on my heels on his scooter. I believe he will get me. Adjust my rearview mirror here so I can see him coming up on me. On your left. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Yep. Didn't take that turn slow enough. Yeah, no, I just took the turn a little fast.
Where does this thing go? Oh, I see.
On your left. Excuse us, on your left. On your left, pardon us. Thank you. Todd is right on my tail. We'll see how his scooter takes the hill. That'll be interesting to see. All right, what are we at here? Can we cross here? Oh, we don't have to cross. We just want to scoot over to the right. Is that right? This doesn't feel right. This isn't where I was before. I need to be over there. I need to be over there. How do I get over there? Dang it. What did I do? Goofed up. And now I'm on his tail. I think I need to be over there. Yeah, that's where I want to be. That's the trail. Now Todd's ahead of me. All right. This is where we wanted to be. That's going to cost us. Feels like it's pushing back on me a little bit, which is odd. I think it probably still thinks my battery's too full. There's a little bit of quirks when you modify the Onewheel in this way. I'm still gaining on Todd though, so I don't know how fast I'm going exactly, but fast enough. There's the stadiums. Yeah, so it's a protected path, at least all the way to Spokane Street, which is nice for bicycle and scooter and board riders. Yeah, this is definitely where I was the other day. Did a test run on Monday, and I still goofed it up. It says don't cross, but oh, the light is red. Nah! He made the light and I didn't. Ah, that sucks. I was about to catch him too. He is super into this. All right, Todd. Let's have the green light. Let's go. Come on. What's happening here? Is this guy turning left? No. Well, I don't know if he's turning left or not. No, he's not. He's just creeping through before the light turned green. All right. Let's try again. I'm going to get into the bike lane here. I made that mistake the other day. What is Todd doing? It looks like he's on foot now. Is he switching scooters here? Is that somebody else? Probably somebody else. All right, this is the sketchiest part of the ride here. We have a completely unprotected bike lane right next to traffic. Not exactly a very smooth lane either. Well, that was a short-lived lead. nice thing is, there seems to be hardly any traffic on this road. It's definitely not a throughway for most cars. So even though it's not protected from the traffic, at least it doesn't feel super unsafe with constant stream of fast-moving cars zipping past you inches away. I don't know if you can see the bumpiness in the video here, but yeah, it's definitely the least smooth section of roadway of this route. Oh, so bad. I would feel a lot more comfortable on a bicycle, but even then, this roadway is pretty garbage. You can see there's quite a bit of gravel, accumulated dirt, manhole covers that are not smoothly graded to the surrounding pavement. I would not feel at all comfortable on just like an actual electric skateboard. The Onewheel has this big go-kart style wheel. It allows me to cushion a lot of the irregularities in the roads around here. Without that, I would not be able to certainly go this speed. I'd have to be up on the sidewalk almost certainly. Oh, lovely. Dead rat in the trail. At least in this section, we do have these slight visual separators. They do literally nothing to stop a car from actually entering the lane, but it does at least give you a false sense of security from the cars around you. And when I was doing this section on my test run, somebody on a modified electric bike zipped past me. They had to have been going at least 30 miles an hour. I'm probably going 14 or 15 right now, which is about as fast as I feel comfortable on the Onewheel, even though it's capable of going up to 19 miles an hour. Just would not feel at all great about taking a spill off of this thing at closer to 20 miles an hour. Even 14 or 15, if I fell off right now, I'd be in some pretty serious hurt. I am geared up. We've got wrist guards and knee pads, and of course the helmet that this camera is mounted to. But yeah, still taking a fall 15 miles an hour would be nasty. Is that a food truck? Yes, it is. Probably got one or two of our competitors up on that road up there in lifts or taxis or something. Now this is silly. This light turns red for nothing. This facility has a gate. It's not even open. No one can go in there. I guess people could be turning off of that crossroad onto this road, which does not affect the bike lane, so it's not totally useless to have a red light. I'm already feeling it in my feet right now. I'm sure if I rode long distance rides like this more often, I'd build up the muscles down there. But I've probably gone, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 miles at this point, and my feet are noticeably sore here. It's at least partly due to the irregular road. Smoother pavement is a lot easier on the feet, keeping balance with all your muscles down there. All right, so I'm gonna get up onto this sidewalk because this is where we take a right onto the West Seattle Bridge Trail, take the Spokane Street Bridge over the water, which right now you cannot do if you are driving. It is restricted traffic. Hey, this is the guy who was in front of me downtown. He's not part of this race, I don't think. Oh, snap. Look, he just dropped his phone. That sucks. Looks like it landed in the dirt, so maybe it was okay. A couple of ditched Lime scooters. At least they're not in the trail. Yeah, so this is much nicer. We're now fully separated from the road. It's not smooth. It's bumpy like a sidewalk. But it's not nearly as bad as the road was back there. All right, you can see we're coming up on the bridge here. Now, if I follow the signs, it's going to lead me into this stupid loop. It just wastes time. I made that mistake on my test run, and I'm not going to make it today. So all we need to do up here is wait for the spot where we can cross. And we're going to hang a left and cross the road, and then just get into the protected lane on the left side of the bridge. It's not over there. I believe it's just up here. Yeah, see, I didn't actually do this on my test run, so I don't remember exactly where the crossing is, but looks like, yeah, I can get across right up there. Okay. Check the mirror, nobody's coming up behind me. Clear over here. Yeah, see, I made the mistake here of going straight, which was a foolish errand because it just loops you around. When all you got to do here is press this button, cross the street, and get to where you want to be. Yeah, I know, wait. Yeah, I know, you said that already. All right, we're about to get a crossing sign. Perfect. Follow that guy's route. It's a smart move. Definitely the big wheel on the Onewheel helps out too on those railroad tracks. Like, that's something that both skateboards and bicycles do not handle, is railroad tracks. I mean, a bicycle's fine, obviously, if you hit it at 90 degrees, but you gotta be real careful hitting those at anything other than a straight 90. Whereas on the Onewheel, you can take the railroad track at pretty much any angle you want. It's no big deal. It just straddles right over. All right, so let's see. I know this is definitely not anybody in our group. Nobody in our group had big old side bags like that. This is the first nasty hill. It's getting up this bridge. Just remembered that I have a light on my back that I meant to turn on. It is breezy right now. I don't know if you can hear the breeze, but or maybe all you can hear is that giant Seattle Public Utilities truck. Sheesh. All right, we're now going down a bit of a hill. Gap in bridge. Doink. Time is 4:58. So we've been on the road now for 28 minutes. Oh, hey, we got somebody on a solo wheel up here. Nice. When he was in the light, I thought it was just a bicycle. All right, at this fork, I need to stay right. And then we're going to come down here and cross this road and back onto another trail on the other side of the road. I'm running right alongside Spokane Street. Hopefully I don't have to wait too long at this light. Adjust the camera there. All right, no buses. Get in front of here over to the bike lane. wait for this light, and then we're going to follow this curve over to the left. To our protected trail. Nope, it's not our turn. All right, I'm going to step off the board for a sec since I know it's going to be a little bit on this cycle. So much for a short wait at the light. Maybe now. Yep, green light. All right, check for cars. There we go. Let's see, those guys know what's up. You can tell I'm not a regular on these trails. I don't know the little corner cuts like that. I'm surprised Todd didn't catch up to me there. Maybe switching scooters took him a little longer than he thought. I'm assuming he did that because he was running low on battery. I feel like it's pushing back on me a little, which is odd. All right, this is a nice, quiet, smooth part of the ride. Probably the nicest part because we got a little bit of shade, got a nice, smooth, paved roadway, separated from the traffic. Well, it was smooth. Yeesh, almost got clipped by those blackberries. I mean, I could pass these guys, but we're about to go downhill and they're all going to speed up anyway, so I don't think I'm going to save much time trying to do that. Empty.
Wait.
All right, I just got a warning about my battery being almost empty, which seems odd. I'm plugged in. All right, well, we're just going to go and see what happens. If it tells me I run out, then I guess I'll have to check my battery connection. If it's going to say that, I would imagine it's going to be on this hill. Oh man, if I run out of battery, I'm going to get there real late. Man, I shouldn't run out of battery. I tested a couple of different times with my battery pack and had no issues. So, not really sure why it thinks the battery is low. I can make it up this hill. I mean, not just this hill, but also Admiralty Way at the top of this one. Then I'll be in the clear, but that is a big question if this thing thinks the battery's low. Maybe if I get up this, I should stop momentarily to check my status of my battery plug. Maybe it just came unplugged somehow in the backpack. Take it nice and easy. All right. Well, we're up the steep, short part. Now comes the moderate, longer part. It's another, your one-wheel battery needs to be recharged. Okay, so I should probably take a stop here. All right, I'm gonna pause for just a sec. It's definitely gonna kill my time, but I gotta figure out what's going on with this battery. So, let's take a look here. Here's my battery. And, oh no, it's unplugged, no wonder. When did that happen? Alright, well let's hope that this doesn't cause any trouble. That would do it. I don't know when that happened. That's a bummer. But hopefully that should get us up the hill. All right. Haven't seen anybody pass me while I've been stopped here. Get the mic back on. Get the dirt and debris out of it. All right. Geez. Well, I feel dumb about that. But onward. Whoops. Nope, not onward. Turned off. Okay. Let's reset it. All right. One wheel's powered on. Battery's plugged in. Now let's try. Let's try that again. Onward. A little bit uneven here, which is not great. All right, there we go. Nope. All right, let's try it on a flatter surface. That was a dumb place to start it. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't think my standing changed much with that stop. Man, how the heck did the battery come unplugged in the backpack? That's a mystery. Frustrating mystery. Fortunately, our ride is almost done. I guess now we know about how far I would have made it without the battery pack, since it's probably been unplugged the whole time. Made it further than I would have thought. I think we've got another mile and a half left. Now, I don't actually expect to pass either of the guys on bicycle on this road, because it sounded like they were taking a different road up the hill. Oh boy, here's a bump. Oh. Some of these bumps are nasty. Which, yeah, why am I on the sidewalk? Get in the dang bike lane, dummy. Here we go. All right. Why was I on the bumpy sidewalk? That was dumb. All right, we're back on track. We're in the bike lane, we're cruising. We got our battery plugged in this time. There's somebody up there. Probably not anybody with my group. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about specifically the battery mod that I did. So it's from a company called Onewheel, S-O-N-N-Y, wheels. And he sells a bunch of one-wheel kits, some that help protect against nosedive, which can be a problem depending on how you ride. I've never had much of a problem with nosediving, but some people do. It can definitely be nasty. But the Onewheel kit came with the wires that you plug into the battery terminals on the one wheel, and a custom 3D printed plug that plugs into the Ego electric battery. and it took me, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes to install. Super easy process. 2 screws off the back of the Onewheel, identify the battery terminals with the cable unplugged, and then you just use these little things called positaps, which don't require you to have any electronics knowledge at all. You just unscrew them, slide them over the wire, and then screw it down, and it taps into the existing wire. And then that is just a positive and negative off the battery terminal wires, and then you run it out of the case alongside all the other Onewheel wires. And once you've done that, you're done. That's it. That's the whole mod. Then you've got a little cable coming out your Onewheel with a plug, quick release plug, that you can either plug into the battery pack, which then mounts right on your fender, which I suppose if I had done that, I would have known if it was unplugged, because I could have seen right away that it was unplugged. But I didn't want to have a bulky thing strapped down to my fender, so instead I decided to put it in my backpack, where it somehow got bumped and unplugged from the extended cable. Well, that's all right. We fixed it. We're back on the road. Anyway, Sunny Wheels. If you've got an older Onewheel, check them out. It's a great way to extend the range, extend the life of your older model Onewheel without having to fork over almost $2,000 for one of the new models. All right, we're almost to the final street. Jump off. Jumping off is fun. All right, how are we at? We're at 5:12, so it's been 42 minutes. I'm probably going to get there around 45 minutes in, which is a little slower than I thought on account of my stopping. And also that wrong turn we made there, where the path forked. I probably could have done it in 40 if I hadn't made those errors. But it is what it is. We'll see how much Kurt beat me by on his electric bike. Or rather, the Van Moof electric bike. Which those things are awfully slick. Alright, here we come up on our last street. 46th Avenue, Southwest. Alright, neighborhood street. Very low traffic. I watched the crossroads. I don't think there's any stops on these. This is a nice neighborhood. Lots of nice old houses. Quiet streets. Nice sidewalks, well separated from the road. All right, this is the 1900 block, so just 3 more blocks. And we're there. I don't see anybody else close to me right now. So I'm presuming that Kurt made it here a while ago. At least 5 to 6 minutes is what I'm thinking he beat me by. And I guess the nearest person is probably going to be at least a few minutes behind me. So there's a lot of different ways you could get out here, but pretty sure this is going to be this stretch of road here is going to be the last leg for everybody. All right, here's the 1600 block. And of course we have no curb cutouts on the sidewalk. So that's a bummer. But we have driveways. And we're here. All right, 5:15. Who beat me? Kurt? Yeah, yeah.